and welcome. You're watching Express News with me, Deepika. In the next half an hour, we're going to bring you all the latest news and updates from different parts of the world in just 30 minutes. Let's begin. Reaffirming India's position as a global textile powerhouse, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Bharat Tex 2024 at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. Drawing inspiration from 5F vision of the Prime Minister, the event has a unified farm to fork on via fibre, fabric and fashion focus covering the entire textiles value chain. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also visited an exhibition. The 4-day event features over 65 knowledge sessions and has dedicated pavilions on sustainability and circularity and indie art along with fashion presentations. The pavilion gives opportunity to the digitally empowered artisans of India who can sell their handcrafted products at India's handmade portal. Addressing the event, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the way a loom weaves threads, this event is weaving threads of India and the world. Chairman Bharat Tex 2024 Naren Goenka has said India's Prime Minister has always pushed for sustainability in the textile sector and industry and is growing rapidly to achieve this. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi also laid the foundation stone, inaugurated and dedicated to the nation around 2,000 railway infrastructure projects via video conferencing. Prime Minister laid the foundation stone for redevelopment of 553 railway stations under Amrit Bharat Station scheme. Other projects include redevelopment of stations, 1,500 road over bridges and underpasses. These projects will reduce congestion, enhance safety and connectivity, improve capacity and efficiency of rail travel. Prime Minister said that Indian Railways has emerged as the main pillar for ease of travel and is now going through biggest transformation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also said that today's program is a symbol of the new work culture of New India, and whatever India does today, it does with unprecedented speed. India's President Draupadi Murmu graced the 107th Annual Day and Convocation Ceremony of Lady Hardinge Medical College in New Delhi on Monday. Speaking on the occasion, the President said that today medical science is not limited to just treatment. Its scope has become very wide. India's Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar conferred degrees and awarded gold medals to the graduates of Mizoram University during 18th Convocation Ceremony on Monday. Speaking on the occasion, he said that this is the time to think big and make Mizoram a tourism hub. Thailand's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Parnpree Bahiddha-Nukara arrived in India's capital, New Delhi, on Monday for a 4-day official visit to India. He will be co-chairing the 10th India-Thailand Joint Commission meeting with India's External Affairs Minister on Tuesday. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar hosted the permanent representative to the UN of Angola, Bahrain, Bolivia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Italy, Palau, Panama, Solomon Islands and Uruguay in New Delhi. The leaders shared perspectives on the changing world order, climate change and other implications. India's External Affairs Minister delivered a speech at Pandit Hridayenath Kunzru Memorial Lectures 2024 on Bharat and the World at Convention Centre in New Delhi. He said that in the present times of unpredictability, India has emerged as the voice of Global South. India's Chief of Naval Staff Admiral R. Hari Kumar commended government's initiative, acknowledging its significance at the closing ceremony of MSME Defence Expo. He praised the initiatives to support Make in India and Indian Navy's self-reliance commitment. India's Allahabad High Court on Monday dismissed the Gyanvapi Mosque Committee's appeal challenging the Varanasi District Court's decision to offer prayers in a cellar in the Gyanvapi Mosque complex. India's Delhi Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party leader Arvind Kejriwal on Monday skipped the Enforcement Directorate summon for the 7th time in the case related to now scrapped Delhi excise policy. On the 26th of February, India commemorated the 5th anniversary of the Balakot airstrike, a historic military operation that was conducted by the Indian Air Force in response to the Pulwama attack. Indian markets ended in red on Monday. Sensex slipped 352.67 points to close at 72,790.13. Nifty fell 90.65 points to close at 22,122.05 points. Rupee rises 2 paise to close at 82.89 against the US dollar. Gold future maturing on the 5th of April stood at 62,225 rupees per 10 grams on Multi-Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on the 5th of March stood at 69,685 rupees per kilogram on the MCX. British employers advertised the fewest jobs in nearly 3 years last month, with numbers down by 15% from a year ago, adding to signs that the labour market is cooling. Falling job vacancies offer a potential sign that employers are finding it easier to recruit than in the immediate aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Japan's Nikkei 225 index hit a fresh record high as trades resumed after a long weekend. Elsewhere, China shares opened higher to extend their winning streak. Japan's Nikkei 225 rose 0.6%, comfortably trading above its closing record of 39,098.68. The index first breached its 1989 all-time high of 38,915.87 on Thursday. European shares opened lower on Monday as greenback prices commodities lost their appeal on a firmer US dollar, while investors await inflation data expected this week from the Eurozone and the United States. Armed police forces worked for 9 hours to restore traffic on the Sichuan-Tibet highway in Chengdu City, southwest China, after a heavy snowstorm disrupted traffic. Despite high altitude and low visibility, the forces cleared over 70,000 cubic meters of snow, restoring traffic in all affected sections. Mexico City's jacaranda trees, a symbol of spring, are reportedly impacted by climate change. Researchers are investigating the early bloom phenomena, pointing to rising temperatures as the main cause. Originally planted by President Pascual Ortiz to replicate Japanese cherry trees, the trees are now a staple for Mexico City's 9 million inhabitants. Unusually warm winter weather wreaks havoc in ski resorts in parts of Central Europe and the Balkans as skiers hope of fast runs melt with snow on the pistes. Meteorologists predict temperatures around 10 degrees Celsius to continue over the coming weeks. Due to the El Nino weather pattern, more than 15 bushfires were burning in Victoria on Sunday. Around 1,000 firefighters supported by more than 50 aircraft have battled the fires so far. The calamity has killed livestock, destroyed 6 homes and forced more than 2,000 people to evacuate. Heavy rains flooded Peruvian southern regions and damaged several houses and roads. Authorities have issued a red alert as the downpour could cause torrents. In April, 90 houses were damaged after the Acre River got swollen. Peru's National Meteorology Service has forecasted rains to continue over the weekend. An Israeli delegation will depart this week to the Qatari capital Doha to continue talks over Gaza truce deal. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Sunday that it was not clear whether a hostage deal would materialize from ongoing talks. Israeli Defense Forces are continuing their operations against Hamas in Gaza as it killed more than 30 terrorists in Gaza City's Yutin district. Palestinian Prime Minister Mohammed Shtayyeh said he was resigning to allow formation of a broad consensus among Palestinians about political arrangements following Israel-Hamas conflict in Gaza. Russian forces warded off multiple attacks by Ukrainian forces in various directions, including Avdiivka, Zaporozhye and Kupiansk. The Russians intercepted multiple HIMARS rocket and drones, as well as 2 missiles launched by Ukraine over the waters of the Black Sea. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russian forces will attempt to conduct another offensive in Ukraine in late May or summer. He added Ukraine is prepared for Russia's assault. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan underscored United States' commitment to deliver weapons and ammunition to Ukraine. Hungary is expected to ratify Sweden's NATO accession on Monday, clearing the last hurdle. Stockholm aims to spend 2% of its GDP on defense by 2026 to increase its military capacity across land, sea and air. US President Joe Biden will meet congressional leaders on Tuesday to discuss funding the government as a partial shutdown deadline looms on Friday. In Brazil, former President Jair Bolsonaro gathered thousands of supporters amid accusations of plotting a coup to stay in power. South Korea's government has warned the doctors to return to work or risk being punished for staging a week-long protest. Two-thirds of the South Korea's residents and interned doctors walked off their job to protest government plan to increase medical school admissions. Belarus's President Alexander Lukashenko has confirmed that he will stand for re-election in 2025 after voting in parliamentary and local council elections. This was announced by the United States as a sham. Polish farmers added about 100 tractors to growing EU protests, blocking one of the key crossings into Germany on Sunday. Maldives' former Foreign Minister Abdullah Shahid has debunked President Mohammad Muissu's claim about Indian military presence in Maldives, labelling it to be a string of lies. Taiwan ally Tuvalu announced Feleti Tiu as its new prime minister after he was elected unopposed by lawmakers in Pacific Island nations. The 13th Ministerial Conference of the World Trade Organization commenced on Monday in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Japan's space agency said its slim moon lander has unexpectedly survived a freezing lunar night and re-established communication with the Earth more than a month after the spacecraft made a historic pinpoint touchdown on the moon. The 26th annual Lunar New Year parade returned to New York City's Chinatown on the 25th of February. Thousands celebrated the Year of the Dragon with traditional lion and dragon dances, vibrant music and firecrackers. Hip-hop fans broke into exciting freestyle dance moves at a hip-hop festival organized by the U.S. Embassy in Nepal on the 24th of February to celebrate the African-American culture. The event was a part of the Arts Envoy Program 2024, taking place from the 16th till the 26th of February to honor the history and influence of hip-hop culture on its 50th anniversary. Fans of British Romantic poet Lord Byron took part in a 24-hour reading of his works at Trinity College, Cambridge, at an event launching commemorations to mark 200 years since his death this year. Sabato Di Sarno, creative director of Gucci, on Friday showed a lineup of embellished wool coats on the catwalk in Milan. The Italian luxury label Dolce & Gabbana offered an array of looks inspired by the tuxedo at Milan Fashion Week. The label presented a mainly black women's wear collection for next fall. Versace, an Italian fashion house, on Friday showed a collection with rebel attitude at Milan Fashion Week. Versace chose a dark color palette that also included grey and brown color. Researchers have found a stone wall up to 11,000 years old at a depth of 21 meters in the Baltic Sea near the coast of northeastern Germany. The stone wall caught the eye of marine geologist when he was conducting a survey and with his students. An Andean bear named Tupac has been waiting for 2 months at the zoo in Quito, Ecuador's capital, to be relocated to its natural habitat. The animal awaits for authorities to provide a helicopter for its return to the forest. Colombia recovered 77 pre-Hispanic artifacts that belonged to a German collector after a repatriation process that lasted for over 1 year. The relics, that include ceramic jugs and jars, arrived in Colombia on the 19th of February on board the presidential plane. They were taken decades ago when a German buyer got them in Colombia in 1974. Elephants in colourful costumes paraded through the streets of Sri Lankan capital on 23rd of February, taking part in an annual Buddhist festival. Traditional drummers and dancers also delighted crowds consisting of both locals and tourists who lined the streets to see the procession known as the Nawam Maha Perahira. The parade is held every February on a full moon day. The highlight of the event is the appearance of sacred Buddha tooth relic on a decorated and illuminated elephant. Hundreds gathered in St. Petersburg on the 24th of February for an exhibition showcasing Russia's military power. The two-day event that opened on Russia's Army Day on the 23rd of February gave the public, including children, a chance to see up close tanks and ammunition and other military hardware put on display. Fireworks lit up the night sky over Moscow on the 23rd of February, capping Russia's Army Day celebrations, a public day holiday in Russia that honors those serving in the armed forces and military veterans. Late British singer-songwriter George Michael is being honoured with a personalised collectible coin that depicts Michael wearing his trademark sunglasses and pays tribute to the music star's 1987 hit Faith. The new coin is the latest addition to the Royal Men's Music Legend series that has previously honoured David Bowie, Elton John and Queen with coins and will be available to purchase from Monday. Indian actor Parineeti Chopra starrer Chamkila is set to release on streaming platform on the 12th of April. Taking to Instagram on Monday, the streaming platform posted a brief clip featuring Diljit Dosanjh. Filmmaker Kiran Rao's movie Lapata Ladies has been selected to be the opening film of the Indian Film Festival of Melbourne Summer Festival. The festival will take place from the 29th of February till the 2nd of March. Indian actress Karisma Kapoor recently represented India at the prestigious Harvard Business School. Kareena Kapoor was also a part of this session virtually. Indian actress Yami Gautam starrer Article 370 released on the 23rd of February, seeing good growth at the box office each day and has earned around 23 crores so far. Indian actor Shah Rukh Khan took to X, formerly known as Twitter, and celebrated the 30th anniversary of his film Kabhi Haan Kabhi Na, that is often regarded as one of his finest performances. Selen Song's Past Lives on Sunday won the Best Feature prize at Film Independent Spirit Awards in Santa Monica on Sunday. Many Oscar nominees walked the red carpet at this ceremony. At Film Independent Spirit Awards in Santa Monica, the award for Best Lead Performances went to Oscar-nominated Jeffrey Wright for his performance in American Fiction. Some of the most creative and talented filmmakers from Hollywood celebrated their achievements on Sunday by walking the red carpet at this year's Producers Guild Awards. Various actors attended the Producers Guild Awards. Among the highlights were the stars of the film Oppenheimer, Barbie and many more. South Korean girl group Tribe paid a tribute to late producer Shin Se-dong Tiger, whose real name was Lee Ho-young. Wearing white ribbons, the group stood on live TV stage bidding farewell to Shin Se-dong Tiger. India accomplished a nerve chase to secure a 5-wicket victory against England in the 4th Test in Ranchi on Monday. Shubman Gill and Dhruv Jurel combined in an unbroken stand of 72 for the 6th wicket to clinch India's victory. India takes an unassailable 3-1 lead in the 5-test match series. English soccer club Liverpool clinched their 10th English League Cup trophy, beating Chelsea by 1-0 at Wembley. Luka Modric rolled back the years with a sublime late winner against Sevilla as Real Madrid moved 8 points clear at the top of La Liga. Third place AC Milan continued to lose grounds in the Serie A title race as they were held 1-1 by Atlanta. The Indian men's hockey team blanked Ireland by 4-0 in its final home game of the FIH Pro League in Rourkela. Indian squash player Abhay Singh clinched his 8th PSA title with a convincing victory over Elliot Morris of Wales in the final of the Goodfellow Classic title. Indian shuttler Pramod Bhagat retained his gold medal at the Para Badminton World Championship in Pattaya city of Thailand. And the Indian Army has emerged winner at the 4th edition of the Khelo India Winter Games that were held in northern towns of Leh and Gulmarg. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all the latest from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.